Initializing.
Welcome to Infinite Guides, I'm Zacubus and this is the guidebook into Infinite Crisis, and today's lesson is about the Meteor Drop Stolen Power. So if you don't know what stolen powers are, they are 2 extra skills that you can pick for your champion at the start of the game. So once you've picked your champion, you'll then be asked to pick your stolen powers. Now these can help in several different setups, like I've talked about in my jungle guide. Detonate and consume. These stolen powers help you farm out the jungle a lot quicker and it just makes it a lot easier. But there are also other things like shields that are very good defense, or offense like the meteorite, which we're going to be talking about in this lesson. But there's loads of different stolen powers to use and abuse, and also to note there's generic stolen powers that you can see on the screen right now, but they can be upgraded. Each champion has their own slight twist on a stolen power. And to unlock them, there are 2 ways. You can either buy them in the shop using the silver merit that you earn through playing games, or you can actually level up a character to level 5, because each of them has an individual level. The more you play, the more it's leveled up. And if you get each of them to level 5, you actually unlock the stolen power for free. And not only that, you can actually use it on all champions when you've unlocked them. So there are currently 3 different meteorite drops in the game, all with slightly different abilities. So this is the generic one, which pretty much applies to the other 2 as well in terms of the basic rules. So 60 power damage on the first level, it gains 15 extra damage per level that you level up, and it leaves a small meteorite in a crater for 3 minutes. So Gaslight Joker's meteorite drop will apply those same rules, but it also has a twist with its wounding effect. So this reduces enemies' healing by 50% up to 10 seconds. So it's really good on tanks such as Wonder Woman, or people that have lifesteal like Nightmare Batman attacking you. If you manage to hit them with this meteor, it will stop them regenning as much health as they possibly can. So it can be quite good in those instances. And finally we have Green Lantern's meteorite drop. So this is my personal favourite because it actually gains more power damage if you get more power damage items. So this is great for champions such as Green Lantern himself, obviously, because he's a power damage champion. Also Aquaman, Joker, there's loads of different champions that can really use this well. So the more power damage items you get, the more damage it does. I think the ratio is 45% of your current power damage. So that's pretty insane, and it can hurt a megaton. Enough of the sciencey talk, let's do some demonstrations using the meteorite drop. Now, as you can see, I've gone the Green Lantern meteorite drop. This is combining with my power damage that I will gradually build up throughout the game, so it will do more damage throughout the game. But Catwoman here has zoned me out quite nicely. She's keeping me to my tower, but she's about to make a mistake that she kind of wished she hadn't. And there it is, bam. Lots of damage, and now she's backing, and I'm going to use my meteorite drop as it has a massive area of effect to get the kill on Catwoman. Yay! So this makes the meteorite strike a really good sniping tool. You know, if somebody's outpositioned you and managed to get away from you and you can't catch up, the meteorite strike could be your last hope to get that kill guaranteed. A lot of people, once they think they're in a safe distance, will look elsewhere across the map and won't see that a meteorite strike is coming in on them. So that's where it can be slightly cheeky to get those kills. But it has its downsides, because if you use it too early, it's very obvious and easy to dodge. As you can see, Flash just zooms out of that. He saw the meteorite crater coming in. It has a long cast time, so that's the downside to it. So you need to combine it with either a slow or a stun to get the full benefits. Atomic Poison Ivy is a great champion for the Meteor Drop because she has a slow, she has a stun, and she's also power damage. And if you use Green Lantern's Meteor Drop, you're going to do more damage. But here is another example of why it's so good. Obviously, after we get the lockdown and the stun, I'm going to pick up the meteorite using super strength, another stolen power, and get the last hit with the meteorite I dropped on Joker's head. So combining skills and stolen powers, you can get the best of both worlds to maximize the potential of the meteorite drop in the first place. By using super strength there, I did extra damage, and also it does actually a knockdown effect, so they're stunned for a little while. So we could have followed up with more damage if he happened to survive that initial hit. So another good stolen power to combine with the Meteor Drop is Psychic Assault. It's a slowing effect, and so it makes it impossible to move out of the way of the meteor. As you can see, Shazam just can't get out of the way quick enough. He was blocked by the drones as well, so he couldn't find an escape route, so we're going to get lots of damage onto him and he's going to have to back off. Now the Meteor Drop is actually good in many different instances, both offensively and defensively. As you can see, I'm in a really bad position here, so I'm going to drop it on myself to pick up the kill onto Catwoman there. Now the Meteor Drop is great in small alleyways and choke points, so Green Arrow here is trying to escape desperately, and I can just cover the whole street here, and there's just no escape for Green Arrow, and it's great for repositioning people as well. Now the best places to drop meteors is when you're actually in a team fight, because you don't actually have to use a stun or a slow to necessarily pull it off, because people are so focused on the fight they never see the meteor coming in. As you can see, Atomic Wonder Woman and Gaslight Joker just took a meteor to the head. I'm quite happy to take it to the head as well, and we actually pick up these 2 kills just in a second, where I pick up some super strength, chuck a car on somebody's face, and you know, that extra little bit of damage at the time didn't seem important, but eventually it led to these 2 kills. So any damage is good damage, so just always try and implement as much as you possibly can. And you know, meteorite strikes are just very, very good in chaotic fights. So earlier on I said that it's good for repositioning. What do I mean by that? Is that you kind of can predict where somebody's going to go when they try to avoid the meteorite. So Catwoman can't go forward here, because otherwise she will receive guaranteed damage. So she's going to try and avoid it by going top, and she's already telegraphed how she's going to avoid it, because her model's already started going up. So she's already clicked to sort of avoid it by going up. If she goes down, she'll receive more damage from me and Flash regardless, and this kind of puts her in a worse position. But because I know she's going to go top, I can chuck a trident up there and get a guaranteed hit, because she's positioned herself quite obviously. But you can't help it in this sort of situation. You're trying to avoid damage, and she takes the meteorite blast anyway, and then I'm just going to go pow anyway and just go for the kill. But you know, when you drop a meteorite, people will react in a certain way, and it can either give you the time you need to catch up to them as they're avoiding the meteorite, or position themselves so you can actually follow up with an attack. I hope some of you new players have found this guide useful. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If there's anything that I left out, don't forget to bring it up. It's always useful when people bring up cool messages like that. It helps other people as well learn the game quicker. So anyways, thanks guys for tuning in. Check out next week's lesson soon.